They're going to announce about this. So.
Selapu. Good morning, everybody. We're going to start today with an opening prayer. I have a small request for the people that are facilitating our prayer. If we could please have folks push back a little bit so that we can form the circle. Okay. All right. And at this point, we are going to, for our folks that are joining us online, we're going to mute the stream. And we ask that there are no cameras or recording of this part of the program. So with that, please. We'll start today with words from Chairwoman Melissa Harding Ferretti, Chairwoman of the Herring Pond Wampanoag Tribe. I give thanks to this sacred place here at Patuxet, what is known today as Plymouth, at the heart of what we call the Wampanoag Nation, and what is the traditional homelands of the Herring Pond Wampanoag Tribe. We have called this land home for thousands of years. Our ancestors are buried here, and our descendants can still be found here today. We wholeheartedly recognize that we are not alone here in Massachusetts, that there are many other tribal communities and direct descendants throughout the Commonwealth. The history of Plymouth and the Massachusetts colony is complex and painful. What happened here on these lands impacted all Native nations across New England and eventually spread far and wide throughout this country and into the Canadian Maritimes. The spread of colonization, we know, resulted in armed conflict, murder, enslavement, rape, and dispossession of our lands, and it was a direct assault on all Native cultures and lifeways. There will always be critics and those that seek to silence us, divide us, and separate us. But I and we are here today to show the world that we are not a conquered people. We are proud, resilient, and powerful people, well aware of our history here. We are still here today and stand here today in peace and solidarity. Katapatanamu, Chairwoman Harding Ferretti. So we want to first welcome everybody here today and thank the people that are helping make this possible, especially our interpreters. We have Chris, Amy, and Joan, who are helping with interpretation. For all of our folks, we want our speakers to know, just to be aware that you are working with an interpreter and to keep the tempo at a certain pace. Also, just because we're acknowledging that we do have members of the blind community, we want to have speakers, if you can. I'm a Native American male. I have a woven Peruvian hat on. I have a bear claw necklace. Told was very nice today. And I have a red shamag from Qatar. So, thank you. So we're so just a couple of notes for our speakers. So the order of the day. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm Jean-Luc Purit. I am from the Tunica Biloxi tribe of Louisiana, and here I serve as the president of the board of directors for the North American Indian Center of Boston, Massachusetts' oldest urban Indian center. So orders of the day, we're going to have some speakers here. We're going to have a pre-recorded message played, and then we're going to give the orders for lining up the march. We're going to have the march through Plymouth as we've had since 1970. We're going to pause briefly at the rock for the pebble, for comments there. And then we're going to continue the march to Post Office Square, where we'll have final speakers, and then the lunch. So thank you all for that. We don't have anything in the way of immediate announcements, so I'm going to call upon Keisha James, an enrolled member of the Aquinnah Wampanoag tribe, co-leader of United American Indians New England, a member of the NACOB Board of Directors, and a Harvard Law student.
Good afternoon, sisters, brothers, and siblings. Once again, on so-called Thanksgiving Day, United American Indians of New England and our supporters are gathered on this hill to observe a National Day of Mourning for the Indigenous people murdered by settler colonialism and imperialism worldwide. Today marks the 56th time we have gathered here to mourn our ancestors, tear down settler mythologies, and speak truth to power. National Day of Mourning came into existence in 1970 when my grandfather, an Aquinnah-Wampanoag man named Wamsutta Frank James, was invited by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts to speak at a banquet celebrating the 350th anniversary of the arrival of the Pilgrims. The organizers of the banquet no doubt imagined that Wamsutta would sing the praises of the American settler colonial project and thank the Pilgrims for bringing civilization to these shores. However, the speech that Wamsutta wrote, which was based on historical fact rather than the sham version of history perpetuated in the Thanksgiving myth, was a far cry from complimentary. In his speech, Wamsutta not only named atrocities committed by the Pilgrims, but also reflected upon the fate of the Wampanoag at the hands of the settler invaders. Wamsutta's speech contained a powerful message of Native American pride. "Our spirit refuses to die," wrote Wamsutta. "Yesterday we walked the woodland paths and sandy trails. Today we must walk the macadam highways and roads. We are uniting. We stand tall and proud, and before too many moons passed, we will right the wrongs that we have allowed to happen to us." When state officials saw an advance copy of Wamsutta's speech, they refused to allow him to deliver it, saying that the speech was too inflammatory. They told him he could speak only if he were willing to offer false praise of the Pilgrims. The organizers even offered to write a speech for him, one which would better fit with their settler narrative. But Wamsutta refused to have words put into his mouth. His suppressed speech was printed in newspapers across the country, and he and other local Native activists began to plan a protest. The flyer for this protest, which was circulated nationwide, read, "What do we have to be thankful for?" The United American Indians of New England have declared Thanksgiving Day to be a national day of mourning for Native Americans. On so-called Thanksgiving Day, 1970, Wamsutta and members of at least 25 tribes, as well as a handful of non-Native allies, gathered here on this hill and observed the first National Day of Mourning. Attendees spoke out about the Pilgrim invasion and conditions in Indian country, marched around Plymouth, boarded the Mayflower II, and even buried Plymouth Rock in sand. One leader of the American Indian movement would later say of the first National Day of Mourning that it is a day American Indians won't forget. We went to Plymouth for a purpose, to mourn since the landing of the Pilgrims the repression of the American Indian, and to indict the hypocrisy of a system that glorifies that oppression. So, why do so many Native people object to the Thanksgiving myth? According to this myth, the Pilgrims, seeking religious freedom, landed on Plymouth Rock. The Indians welcomed them with open arms and then conveniently faded into the background. The end. Here is the truth. First, the Pilgrims are glorified and mythologized because the circumstances of the first permanent English colony in North America, Jamestown, were far too ugly to hold up as an effective national myth. Pilgrims and Indians are a much more marketable story than settler cannibalism. Second, the Pilgrims came here as part of a commercial venture. They didn't need religious freedom. They already had that back in the Netherlands. The Mayflower Compact was merely a group of white men who wanted to ensure that they would get a return on their investment. Third, when the Pilgrims arrived on outer Cape Cod, by the way, not on the fictitious Plymouth Rock down the hill, one of the first things they did was rob Wampanoag graves at Corn Hill and steal as much of their winter provisions of corn and beans as they were able to carry. Fourth, some Wampanoag ancestors did greet the Pilgrims and save them from starvation. And what did we, the indigenous people of this continent, get in return for this kindness? Genocide, the theft of our lands, destruction of our traditional ways of life, slavery, starvation, and never-ending oppression. Fifth, the first official Thanksgiving did not take place in 1621 when the Pilgrims had a harvest time meal provided largely by the Wampanoag. Instead, the first Thanksgiving was declared in 1637 by Governor Winthrop of the Massachusetts Bay Colony to celebrate the massacre of over 700 Pequot men, women, and children on the banks of the Mystic River in Connecticut. Subsequent slaughters of indigenous people would be celebrated by a day of Thanksgiving, and yet we are labeled savages in the history books. So, why does any of this matter? After all, 1620 was a long time ago, and the Pilgrim forefathers had been rotting in their graves for centuries. It is simple. The past influences the present. In her book, Lose Your Mother, A Journey Along the Atlantic Slave Route, Sadia V. Hartman wrote, "I too live in the time of slavery, by which I mean I am living in the future created by it. So too are we living in the time of the Pilgrims." Because the settler project created by the Pilgrims did not end with the Pilgrims. The evils that the Pilgrims brought to these shores, racism, slavery, the class system, jails, homophobia, transphobia, patriarchy, these evils continue to affect the peoples of Turtle Island and beyond. The United States was born here, and its myriad crimes therefore rest on the shoulders of the Pilgrim forefathers. And indeed, all settler colonial projects worldwide, past and present, are indebted to the Pilgrims. These settler colonial projects have terrorized indigenous peoples for centuries. From the colonial period to the 21st century, this has entailed torture, massacres, family separations, systematic military occupations, and the forced removals of indigenous peoples from their ancestral homelands. Let us not forget that this country was founded on the ideology of white supremacy, the widespread practice of African slavery, and a policy of genocide and land theft. Let us not forget that under the pipelines, skyscrapers, mines, and oil rigs lie the interred bones, sacred objects, and villages of our native ancestors. Let us not forget that this is a country that continues to glorify murderers such as Christopher Columbus, that worships slave-owning presidents such as Washington and Jefferson, and even carves their faces into the Black Hills of the Lakota. And until this settler colonial project and all settler colonial projects are dismantled, we will continue to live in the time of the Pilgrims. So, the Pilgrims are not ancient history, and we cannot allow their crimes to be sanitized and forgotten. And that is why, year after year, we have gathered on this hill to tear down the Thanksgiving mythology. It is simple. When people perpetuate the Thanksgiving mythology, they are not only erasing the Pilgrims' legacy of settler colonialism and genocide, but also celebrating it. But Native people did not simply fade into the background, as the Thanksgiving myth says. We have survived and flourished. We have persevered. The very fact that you are here is proof that we did not vanish. Our very presence frees this land from the lies of the history books and the myth makers. We will remember and honor all our ancestors in the struggle who went before us. We will speak truth to power, as we have been doing since the first National Day of Mourning in 1970. The first National Day of Mourning in 1970 was a powerful demonstration of Native unity, and it has continued for all these years as a powerful demonstration of the unity of all people who speak truth to power. Many of the conditions that prevailed in Indian country in 1970 still prevail today. In 1970, our average life expectancy was just 44 years. Today, we continue to have the lowest life expectancy of any group in the U.S., and the death rate for Native women has increased 20% over the past 15 years. In 1970, our suicide and infant mortality rates were the highest in the country. This has not changed. All of us are struggling under the oppression of a capitalist system which forces people to make a bitter choice between heating and eating. And we will continue to gather on this hill until we are free from this oppressive system, until corporations and the U.S. military stop polluting the earth, until we dismantle the brutal apparatus of mass incarceration. We will not stop until the oppression of our LGBTQ and Two-Spirit siblings is a thing of the past. Until unhoused people have homes. Until there are no more murdered and missing Indigenous women and other relatives. Until human beings are no longer deported or locked in cages at the U.S. border, despite the fact that no one is illegal on stolen land. Until no person goes hungry or is left to die because they have little or no access to quality health care. Until insulin is free. Until union busting is a thing of the past. We will not stop until the U.S. ends its colonial occupations of Puerto Rico and the sovereign kingdom of Hawaii. Until the U.S. stops its warmongering worldwide. Until the U.S. ends its interventions in Haiti and repays the billions it stole from the Haitian people. Until the U.S. pays reparations to Black Americans. Until land back for Native nations. Until then, the struggle will continue. In the spirit of Crazy Horse, in the spirit of Metacom, in the spirit of Geronimo, above all, to all people who fight and struggle for real justice. We are not vanishing. We are not conquered. We are as strong as ever.
Thank you very much. We want to give a couple of acknowledgments at this time. We want to welcome everybody who has joined us on those buses, especially those from Jamaica Plain. We have a Brooklyn bus. We have a bus from the Bronx. I think we had one from Connecticut too, didn't we? Oh, the carpool from Connecticut. Okay. But however you got here, we want to acknowledge that people have had multi-day journeys to get here, to speak the truth, to walk in truth. So we thank you all, no matter where you're coming from today. And while we're very grateful for everybody that's here today, we know that some of your hearts are heavy because of those that we have seen this past year that have transitioned from elders into ancestors. So we have many names on our hearts and in our minds that we all carry with us. And so we have this word up here, presente, because we are bringing them into this action with us, but not just those that were elders and then joined the ancestors, but those missing and murdered Indigenous women as well. Those children who have lost their lives, especially Indigenous children that are impacted by this racialized immigration enforcement that we have in this country. All of the ways in which our loved ones have gone on to join the ancestors, we say for all of them to bring them into this action, presente. At this time, we're going to, for the stream, we're going to pan the angle down, and we're going to have words from the ground level from Matoi Monroe, co-leader of United American Indians of New England.
Yeah, they got it. Our interpreters always got it. I have to reiterate what Jean-Luc said and explain that we have the best interpreters here every single year, and they're also the kindest people. Like I see them every year, like taking clothing off and giving it to people who don't have enough clothing and doing things like that. I mean, they're just amazing, kind people. So we're really glad to have you here as always. I want to describe myself. I am Oglala Lakota. I am a two-spirit person, but perceived as a woman. I am somebody who has lost most of my hair because of chemotherapy. So now I have really short hair, but it's nice. And it's black and it's gray, and I'm all good with that because I'm not a kid. It's all good. And I'm thick, and I'm proud of that. And I wear glasses. That's about it. So, last year I was here in person for National Day of Mourning and helped to organize it. But I wasn't able to speak here last year. It was the first time since the mid-1980s that I wasn't able to do so because of cancer treatment and other health issues. So I want to thank people here who supported me during this, and I'm grateful to be able to speak to you once again here in Plymouth. So I need to give you a little news story for those of you who may not have heard it. The town of Plymouth wanted to withhold the stage that we used this year and otherwise not comply with our 1998 agreement with the town that clearly says we can gather and march without a permit and that Plymouth will provide the stage. Fortunately, this case was very clear-cut, and we know how to lawyer up. Our lawyers went into court on Tuesday to ensure that the agreement would not be violated and that we would be able to be here today with the stage. And believe me, the stage was delivered an hour after the court decision. We want to thank our counsel, Dave Nathanson from Jellison and Nathanson. We love him. We love you, Dave. I know you're here somewhere. And we also want to thank Danny Gunter, David Michelle, and A.L. Schwartz from Sharon and Lodgen for their incredible efforts spinning on a dime to make sure that we could be here today. We are required, yeah, it's good when people applaud good lawyers. We're okay with that, We are required to notify participants and speakers who will be on stage as follows. You will be tested on this. The town of Plymouth is not liable for use of the stage, and by agreeing to use the stage at the National Day of Mourning, speakers and participants are agreeing to similarly release the town of Plymouth from the speakers and participants' use of the stage. Okay? Everybody got that? Great. You feel notified, right? All right. All right. I'm sure there are so many things on people's minds right now. Everyone I know feels as though their head is spinning with so much happening so fast in our communities, nationally, and in the world. In Indian country, of course, budget cuts and program cuts always have a huge impact on us. This year's cuts to food programs, housing, heat assistance, education, and healthcare have felt overwhelming sometimes. But tribal nations are doing their best to demand that treaties will be honored and that tribal citizens get the benefits that they are owed. Museums and other institutions are still taking much too long to return our ancestors and sacred items. Why have we had to wait for decades to bring our ancestors home? Our children continue to be disproportionately in foster care in both the U.S. and Canada. Trans and two-spirit people are subject to even more hate and violence than usual right now, fearing for their lives and fearing that they will not be able to obtain proper care. For disabled people, things are even worse, and there's a very high percentage of Native disabled people. If you're from our communities, you know that, but you may have heard that information about missing and murdered Indigenous women has been removed from the government's website because it is considered diversity, equity, and inclusion, and therefore banned. You may have heard that this country has a vice president who stands up in front of thousands of people and says that when Columbus first got here and the other Europeans first got here, they were shocked because the sacrifice of children was so widespread, and that's why they had to bring Christianity to us. We're talking about people who are killing children every day in Palestine, around the world, and they dare to say that about us. You may have heard how certain, oh, we've got lots of kids here now. You may have heard, you're totally safe here. You may have heard how certain museums and national parks have been taking down signs with information about Indigenous history and Black history. They're trying to erase our history yet again. We fought for years to get those kind of signs up that had truthful information instead of the garbage that had been there before. But they cannot seal our history by taking it down. We will remember who we are and where we came from, and we will be sure our children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren know too. I don't need to tell you that there's an upsurge in white supremacy. Government agencies such as Homeland Security pander to the idea of a white supremacist homeland, even in their social media. They're bold about it. Islamophobia and racism are heightened. And the courts gave a green light for Black and brown people to be scooped up for no reason at all by masked and armed ICE agents. Some of the worst attacks right now on Black and brown communities, including Native American people, have come from ICE. We've seen families violently separated, entire apartment buildings attacked, raids at Home Depot and the car wash in Alston, and outside schools, unaccompanied kids sleeping in foil blankets and cages, thousands of people kidnapped off the streets and disappeared or deported, families hiding at home and keeping their children out of school because they fear ICE raids so much. We see the opening of abusive detention centers, such as the so-called Alligator Alcatraz on tribal lands in the Everglades. And other concentration camps are being set up to hold thousands of migrants in inhuman conditions. If you read what people say when they get out, or even when they're there talking to their families, it's horrifying. And when I think of them, I certainly think of all the prisoners who are locked up today, too. And I hope that some of them will be able to hear what we're saying. I believe that we, as Indigenous people, have a duty to ignore colonial borders. Those are not our borders. One reason, but not the only reason, is that many of the people being directly impacted are our Indigenous relatives who come from Mexico, Guatemala, and many other countries. Who are the Pilgrims and their descendants to decide who should live or study here and who should not? And I know that some people think that we should stay in our lane here and only talk about what they think are strictly Indigenous issues. But we know from our elders that ending the Vietnam War was also an important Indigenous issue in the earlier days of national mourning. Year after year, we have stood here and condemned imperialist wars from Iraq to Venezuela now, as they're being so threatened by the U.S. We have called out the complicity of the U.S. government in the brutal genocide of our indigenous Palestinian relations in Gaza and the West Bank. Long live Palestine. Live Palestine. Long live Palestine. Long live Palestine. And we continue that history today as we join with millions around the country in saying, no boots on the ground, no bombs in the air, U.S. out of everywhere. I want to talk just a little bit about the U.S. 250th anniversary nonsense next year. So while it's important to include the history of Indigenous peoples' involvement in the so-called Revolutionary War, we also know how devastating it was for us. It led to tribes being split, even families being split. It led to the theft of millions more acres of our lands. Native peoples are being portrayed right now in documentaries and other settler media as contributors to the American project, but not as people from Native nations that predate their United States and that still hold authority over their lands and citizens. Once again, we are being erased as the settlers turn the first people of this land into their own symbols of American virtue. So I want to remind everybody that those famous freedoms that were promised in 1776 were never intended to apply to us. We are the so-called merciless Indian savages mentioned in the Declaration of Independence. So I, for one, don't feel a need to celebrate the 250th next year. The most important thing that we probably all will speak about today is that we must stop and listen to the earth. You know, COP30 had thousands of Indigenous people attending, but very few countries listening. As you may have seen in the media, a lot of Indigenous people fought their way, like were fighting, fist fighting, and trying to get in there and things like that. It was amazing to see them in action. Love seeing our warriors in action. And we continue, and these big corporations in these countries that are controlled by big corporations have no hesitation about destroying land, bodies of water, or even millions of people in countries such as Congo. The so-called green transition that so many Democrats talk about is actually resulting in even more native lands being seized for lithium and other natural minerals. That just happened within this past year at Thatcher Pass. Every action of the billionaires and their henchmen is an attempt to smash us into compliance. Now more than ever, we must resist. And for us, resistance is not a choice. Resistance and taking care of each other is what our ancestors taught us to do. Resistance is our survival, and that resistance cannot exist without solidarity. We must look beyond our own lives and struggles to see and name the systems at play. We must be fierce against depression and also take care of each other. We honor the truth here at National Day of Mourning, and the truth is that the cruelty we are seeing in Palestine, Chicago, Florida, California, Massachusetts, Washington, and many other places is absolutely intentional. The cruelty is the point. We must understand that we cannot appeal to the non-existent morality of those who align themselves with white supremacy and fascism, because they have no morality. Sorry, I'm having a small technical problem. I want to turn now to something that has made our hearts soar. We have had a huge victory this past year. As many of you know, our brother, Leonard Peltier, served... Leonard Peltier served nearly 50 years, imagine 50 years, in federal prison following a frame-up on charges that he shot 2 FBI agents on Pine Ridge in 1975. His trial was full of misconduct, including the fact that the prosecutors withheld evidence proving that Leonard's gun was not involved in the shooting. We worked for his freedom for all of those years. We never forgot about him. You know, in January of this year, right before leaving office, Biden finally signed an order that released Leonard to his home community at Turtle Mountain Reservation. Leonard is not allowed to travel freely, which is why he can't be here with us today. But instead of, and I'll tell you, I wish Burt Waters, who used to read Leonard's statement every year, and his grandson, who used to read Leonard's statement after Burt Waters walked on, I wish that they were here today for this, because, you know, everybody who supported Leonard did something, played a part in helping him to get free. And when we see that, we have to remember that we will get our political prisoners released. And that includes Palestine and many other countries, too. So today, instead of hearing somebody else reading a message from Leonard to National Day of Mourning, as usually happens, you are about to hear Leonard's own voice. And if the video is working okay up here, we're going to try, you're going to see him as well. So we want to tell you, for online viewers watching now, you should enable your closed captioning. If you need to see, yeah, if you need to see the interpreters. And I'm also to tell you that this video will be uploaded later on showing the interpretation, and you know, maybe by a couple days. We have to let our videographer rest maybe for a couple of days. Is it up now with the interpretation? We're technical geniuses, so, you know, wow. And anyway, thank you, Sonny. The good thing about National Day of Mourning is you always get to see how we make the sausage, because we have these conversations. So I'm done speaking, because you know what? We got to hear Leonard, right? All right, let's listen to him now. Okay.
Hello and greetings to my sisters and brothers on the Day of Mourning. I can happily say, because of your hard work and support over the years, that I'm now sitting in my own personal home. Pretty nice little home that was bought for me by Indian people, not tribes. And it's completely furnished. I got a lot of gifts from Native people to hang on the walls, and some of my paintings, of course. I'm comfortable compared to the cell I was in for the 49 years, 0.2 months. And I'm happy to hear that you're still exposing Thanksgiving. It was probably one of the biggest false propaganda information that the American people and American government has ever distributed among people around the world. They claim it's a day of Thanksgiving and how great of a friend they were to Native people and celebrated with them turkey and other foods. when if you look deeply into the real actual history, they massacred a number of people on the Day of Mourning, and I know that's why you have created the Day of Mourning, and I'm happy that you're still continuing to do it, and to expose it and have a memorial on it. I hope next year, after I get off of these harsh restrictions, that I can travel around a little bit to the various different Native nations to tell you personally, thank you. Thank you very much, and I love you for everything and the years you put behind trying to win my freedom. If I will be there next year. I promise you. I will show up somehow, even if I have to hitchhike, which I don't think I will, but I will be there and celebrate with you, or mourn with you, is what I should really say. Maybe speak to you directly and tell you again, thank you for helping give my life back, so I can spend the rest of my life at my home here and with my people, all of my people, so that I can have a decent ending to my life. It would be a wonderful gift. Of course, this is a wonderful gift, but that would even be more. And I'm hoping that we can make it happen. I've been exonerated numerous times over the years. The government saying there's no evidence against me. Made up false evidence and everything. I'm sure a lot of you know what I'm talking about. If not, please educate your young so that you know why so many people stood behind me. And let's try to stop this from happening. For years, they tried to hide what they did to us and keep it from the public from learning about it. We wanted to learn. Our word was we wanted to expose them so that they wouldn't be able to do it again. Well, they're doing it again. Look what they're doing in Palestine. Look what they're doing in Ukraine. Look, now they're trying to Iran. They're killing thousands and thousands of babies and young children and destroying homes. And this is the same thing they did to us. This is why we got a Day of Mourning. And so we got the fight to expose these atrocities is not over. It's not over for us, or it's not over for the rest of the world, because once they get done with Iran and Palestine and Ukraine, they're going to move to another area. They're going to try to destroy another world, take over another world, because they want to be the Aarons of the world. They want to be the super race. They want to control the whole world. And we can't let them do that. We won't let them do that. And so I hope I can be there with you next year. I hope it happens. Can make it happen. So we're not giving up, and the fight's not over. And this just says it's not over for us, all of us. So thank you. Thank you very much again. And please forgive me for not being able to be there with you. It really, from my heart, it hurts. But it's not my doing. So, Doksha. And in the spirit of Crazy Horse, Leonard Peltier.
We just want to add, for those of you who aren't watching the the live stream, but those of you who are here in person, that we would appreciate any donations that you can send to Leonard for his living expenses. I'm going to say the address here. If you write to Wayne because you can't remember the address, that's fine too. We'll give you the address. Or you can look at the live stream because the address is up on the live stream too, but I'm going to say it right now. And it's Leonard Peltier, Post Office Box 760, Belcourt, Bel Belcourt, Belcourt, North Dakota, 58316. Okay, so if you can afford it, I know folks are broke now. All right, everybody's broke now. But if you can find, coffee money, like even a small donation, just to help with his living expenses, I'm sure he would appreciate that very much. And if Leonard is listening now, I want you to know that I love you and we all love you. And thank you, Sonny, for getting this together so that we could hear and see Leonard today. That was such an amazing contribution. Thank you.
So at this time, we're going to have 2 more speakers up here on Coles Hill, and then we'll be getting ready to line up for our march. So our next speaker from the Council of Maya Elders, Juan Gonzalez. Can I please have you to the stage? Juan Gonzalez.
Mazo soy vive, la lucha sigue. Zapata vive, la lucha sigue. Canek vive, la lucha sigue. What we see from a little far away from this land, the day has come to this country, to these people. You are facing a big crisis. If you don't organize and fight together, your American dream is going to die. It's dying. You see it. We see it. Everyone is watching. It's going to take more than this. And I say this because back home, we stopped the country for 2-3 months and nothing changes. Why? Because they have the power, they have the army, and they have the support of beautiful United States. Okay? So, what our people did before, now it is our turn to do it, to fight for our people, for our countries, for our culture, for our children, for the future. You may don't see it here. Back home, you travel and you find our villages, you find our pyramids, thousands of pyramids, not just 1 or 2 as you watch it on the news or magazines. We have thousands Maya cities. And that's what we are fighting. We've been fighting, giving our lives, because these people are coming and destroying all of that. They want to take over everything. They don't have a soul. They don't have feelings. It's just the difference between them and us. They probably are less than us in terms of numbers. For some reason, they've been able to organize better than us. As you can see, they get away with everything. They are getting away with everything. So, the words from the Council of Maya Elders is, okay, kids, now it's your turn in history. Now it's in your hands to write your history. See what your children and the future generations, they're going to read about your generation, about your time in history. We try our best, and we're going to keep trying every day until the last day. But now it's your turn. So think about it. Go deep in your heart. Look at your roots, where your people came from, Here in this country, it's so easy. Oh, we are Americans, we're Americans. But they only label African American, Mexican American, Chinese American. How come they don't label them German America, Polish American? They don't have labels for them. So everyone looks American. And you know what? It is also terrible what we got to see our own people supporting Trump. And why? We start looking and talking to people. Because, when you come from other country and you're in the United States, you want to become a part of that. And you kind of put aside your roots, and then you are forced not only to speak the language, but, to behave the American way. And it's terrible. It's terrible. That's why we have all kinds of, not just people from this continent, from other countries that came here and are here that support this guy, Trump. So that's a big concern for us because they, our own people, are helping to destroy us. And we don't want that. We want them to come back to the roots, We don't want to, we welcome them, We all make mistakes, Maybe now they realize, oh, this guy is bad, it's not good news. So we are expecting and we hope that our own people come back to the roots. So we are strong, we're stronger, and we keep fighting, So please, these are just simple words from my elders. It's your turn to fight. Don't forget that. Please fight. And the funny thing is, it's not just for this piece of land that you call today United States. But this little place goes other places to destroy. So this is a very dangerous time. So if Hitler couldn't do it, if Mussolini couldn't do it, if Pinochet couldn't do it, if all those dictators that we have had couldn't do it, who knows? This guy, Trump, may be able to do it, fulfill that dream, So we have to stop them. We have to stop them together, We have to network with our people, the Maya, down south with the Amazon. We just have to connect, We have to connect and do it. So please don't forget. And thank you very much. Malteo Shahao.
Give you a second. Just give you a second. Two years ago, we invited very special speakers to this stage because we wanted everybody here to know that we reaffirm that the Palestinians are indigenous peoples too. And I'm very happy to have not just these past 2 years, but for many years before that, we have worked together with our Palestinian kin to shed light on the ongoing genocide in Gaza and Palestine. So it's with that I call up from the Palestinian Youth Movement, Leah Kayali.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Leah Kayali. I'm with the Palestinian Youth Movement. And just to describe myself, I'm wearing a red keffiyeh. I'm wearing black, a shirt that says the Palestinian Youth Movement with the map of Palestine on it. I'm wearing a tatriz headband, and I have very messy curly hair. On this day of mourning, it always forces me to reflect, especially in these last 2 years, on grief, loss, and survival. As Kelly Hayes, a Menominee writer and organizer, explains, mourning is the process of being undone by loss and remade in its wake. When we let our bodies grieve, we're metabolizing violence and death. Mourning is supposed to be retrospective. We mourn something that happened in the past, the death of a loved one, the theft of a home, the life we once had. But colonialism robs us of mourning itself in this sense because it rips us as Indigenous people from our roots and supplants an ongoing structure of violence. A genocide factory that breaks our bones, steals our land, and criminalizes our existence. It is this ceaselessness of violence that forces us to count the mounting bodies rather than visit the old graves. And even now, in this so-called ceasefire in Gaza, the colonial violence factory never rests. The Zionists continue to use aid as a weapon in a feeble attempt to force our people into capitulation. And when that doesn't work, they continue on to murder. Over 300 Palestinians have been murdered by Zionism since Trump's so-called peace plan went into effect. Shame. When I look to the contents of this colonial quote-unquote peace, what I see are attempts of forced surrender that will not work. Blood-soaked rice strewn on the street, bones protruding from a child's shriveled stomach, scalding water disfiguring the flesh of prisoners. Colonialism has imposed death on the daily stuff of life. A bag of flour, a tea kettle, a stomach ache are forever transformed. We are undone and remade in a perpetuum mobile. This genocide has forced me to reorient to the very concept of mourning. It forces humility like a sucker punch, and it makes me bend in the face of mortality. At my darkest times in the last 2 years, the death was so oppressive, so omnipotent, it felt like everyone was going to die and everything was going to be lost. But the fragility of life is the tender underbelly of the lion of resistance. Because we as Indigenous peoples have something that our enemies will never have, and that's a cause worth dying for. When we mourn publicly during colonial onslaught as we do today, we force the world to bear witness to the glorious lives that our people lived. We honor the martyrs even and especially when those in power want to erase them from the pages of history. We see this in the war on children waged both against Native kids and Palestinian ones. We mourn the unmarked graves that thousands of Native children abused and killed in boarding school were laid to rest at. And we also mourn the thousands of Palestinian children buried under rubble. But when we mourn, we remember their names, the tenor of their lives, the space left in the heart of their families. From Hind Rajab, the 6-year-old Palestinian girl whose last cry for help haunted the world, to John Parker, the Ojibwe boy who was stolen from White Earth Reservation, we will honor all our martyrs. We honor Crazy Horse and commit to fight in his legacy. We honor Anas al-Sharif and promise to speak truth to power. We honor Hannah Harris and Fatima Hassouna and vow to avenge every murdered and missing Indigenous and Palestinian woman and relative. In this way, by mourning, we say, bearing witness can never be enough. To honor our ancestors, you have to join the resistance. When I spoke here last year, I shared that to be Indigenous is to hold a sacred, even prophetic relation to our lands. And while that bond is unbreakable, the truth is that spirits can be broken. Our destiny is not written. And in many ways, apocalypse is already upon us. 95% of homes in Gaza have been destroyed. Entire bloodlines have been wiped out. And here on these lands, masked agents of the colonial state roam our streets, abducting our neighbors. Austerity and greed are draining the paychecks of working people to line the pockets of the world's first trillionaire. Friends and relatives, the capitalist Armageddon is upon us. And so we have to start fighting like we might lose our future. That's why I'm so honored to be held a space in this powerful gathering of Indigenous relatives. Because we Palestinians are not the only ones to survive and resist the apocalypse of colonial genocide. Native people, from the Wampanoag of these lands to the Taino of the islands to the Tongva of the West Coast, have emerged from colonial genocide, still resisting. To be amongst a people who know what it means to be steadfast and resist, no matter the cost and no matter the odds, it is a reminder to us all that we have a legacy to uphold. Whenever I fear, as a Palestinian, our cultural extinction, I remember how the Kanaka Maoli resisted the near elimination of their language, and in the span of a couple decades, raised an entire generation of native Hawaiian speakers. Or I remind myself of the Wampanoag Language Reclamation Project that revitalized the ancestral language of this very land. There are thousands of examples of Indigenous resistance, from the battle for Wounded Knee to the Gilboa prison break to the release of Leonard Peltier. And it is such an honor to be sharing the stage with so many of my heroes today. For Keisha, Jean-Luc, Matoe Juan, and Leonard Peltier, I never thought this day would come. These examples of Indigenous resistance are proof that we can beat back this ceaseless colonial violence. It is proof that Indigenous victory will prevail against all odds. And living this legacy of resistance, it isn't easy or glamorous. And I know everybody here knows that. It's exhausting. I'm exhausted. We've been fighting with barely a moment to come up for air for 2 years. We as Palestinians have been carrying the mantle of resistance for a century. And my relatives here, many have been holding that torch of resistance against colonialism for half a millennia and more. But if we let that exhaustion overcome us, not only are we abandoning our legacy, but we're letting our oppressors distract us from the fact that we are actually winning. Monsters are biting when they're wounded. Empires are most brutal when they are gasping for air. And as our comrades in the Red Nation say, for our earth to live, capitalism and colonialism must die. And they are dying. As of last month, Israel has invested $145 million in an AI propaganda machine. Does that sound like an empire that is popular and successful? Donald Trump's fascist coalition is falling apart at the seams as the powerful elites try to outrace each other out of the Epstein files. Yes, my comrades and relatives, the empire is collapsing under its own weight. The gluttony of colonialism will be its downfall. But it is up to us to strike the final blow in the cracking facade of this violence factory. It is your obligation. Never let anyone tell you that our resistance does not matter. It is your power and our only hope. To be Indigenous is to be held a space in a shared struggle if we promise to commit to it. Promise to join an organization, promise to campaign to evict war profiteers from our land, to call out complicit politicians, to build communal institutions, and to foster collective resistance. We can never let our oppressors set the confines of our struggle. They cannot make us small. When they want to put us on the defense, in moments of acute violence, in moments like these, we demand more, not less. Land back is the demand, and we cannot back down. Collective liberation is the horizon, and we march until we reach it. We are undone and remade in mourning, in an upward spiral towards the sun of freedom reaches all of us across all of these lands. So, on this day of mourning, we say to our martyrs and our ancestors, rest. We will continue the struggle. And so I want to close with a chant in Arabic, if you'll allow me. It goes, it means, "O martyrs, rest, rest. We will continue the struggle." Ya shahid irtah, irtah. Ya shahid irtah, irtah. Ihna nwassil al-kifah. احنا نوصل الكفاح يا شهيد ارتاح ارتاح احنا نوصل الكفاح. Free Palestine, land back. Thank you, everyone.
Yes. And I want folks to look from one end of Coles Hill to the other. I want you to know that today thousands of people have descended upon Coles Hill for this action. Because the media, when they get out there, they love to talk us down. Oh, it's a couple of hundred people. No, 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 no. You know the truth. You see it. Thousands of people that are here. And of course, in our thousands and in our millions, all Palestinians. So, long live the Intifada. Long live the Intifada. Now I want y'all to, we're going to save some of that energy because what we're doing now is we're lining up. So we already have our lead banner gone down the street. The tricky part here is I'm talking to the people behind the stage. If you can please clear the way on the street because we're moving our sound truck up. Our prayer keepers, if they can go in front of the lead banner. We're inviting all of our invited speakers to march with the lead banner. Then we're going to have the sound truck. Then we're going to have as many of the other banners as we can to the front. And then everybody else. So we're ready to march.
So, all those people here.
Wow. All of our Indigenous folks, please go in front of the vehicle behind the banner. Indigenous folks behind the banner.
You've disconnected? Yes.
So is this thing yours?
Yes.
Oh, all right, yes. That's so
You
funny.
have one too.
Yeah, similar, but
Similar, yeah.
I didn't want them to sit there because they couldn't see. Right. No,
Yeah.
I had no problem with them
Okay.
sitting there, but it was funny because I was like, then the little kid kept on getting into something.
Oh,
Get out
yes,
of that.
I know. Yes.
Are we going to march or are we just going to go down there?
Okay, so, you know how to pull out just the legs? Oh, yeah. Yeah. And then that's and then let me get to the car. Okay. Let me put this, and then instantly grab the cat. It's a little heavy.
I need it now. I need the iPhone now.
I might need some
This is our friend Susan, Larry. Susan, Justice Larry.
Thank you. You have the TV
You
phone?
know who you are. Come to the front of this truck. Indigenous folks over to my right. Anyone here to go in front of the vehicle behind the banner?
I know that it's on the UAINE Facebook page right now.
Yeah. The letter. If you go on YouTube, just type in letter. And it's on the UA Facebook.
He said he wish he had your hair.
Probably Carl.
Yeah.
Xavier.
The pronouns are they, and they present for someone. Okay. So when you're looking for someone, yeah.
Any Indigenous folks over here in front of the people behind the banner.
No, I know. If I were you, friend, I would go over by the street and like just kind of, they'll be running around like telling people what to do. So you'll see them. They have a bright yellow puffer jacket. Yep. Yep. And an orange vest, but yes.
Okay, so let's walk towards my car.
Are you carrying it first?
You can like lift it up and piece forward. Oh, okay. Yeah, just to make it like.
We good? All right, we're moving. Pardon, we're just going to be coming through with camera stuff. Thank you so much. Pardon, thank you. I'm sorry, we're just coming through with the camera stuff. Pardon, thank you so much. Sorry, we're just coming through with some equipment. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Thank you.
Are we ready for allies behind, or are we waiting for another car and then allies?
Okay.
So just momentarily, we're going to be getting into this car. Okay. Yep. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You can put that in the trunk.
Okay. Do you want your phone?
No, you can put it in
everything. Okay.
So then, yeah, let me see how to. So press this button. Yeah.
Day of Mourning 2025. If all Indigenous folks are at the front of their sound car, allies can get behind. Thank you. It will go from a tiny street to the main one, and so we will be a little bit closer here.
I'm mostly doing it.
Okay. You want us to meet you up there? Yeah.
Everyone. I don't know why they give me a mic, but here we are.
Oh, sorry.
U.S. out of everywhere. Cops here, bombs there. U.S. out of everywhere. Cops here, bombs there. Cops here, bombs there. U.S. out of everywhere. 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 U.S. out of everywhere. Cops here, bombs there. 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 U.S. out of everywhere. All right. We're changing to the people united will never be defeated. 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 United will never be defeated. People united will never be defeated. Again, I don't know, guys. People united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. El pueblo unido. El pueblo unido.
Western Mass.
El pueblo unido.
El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
City by city, town by town, colonialism is coming down. City by city, town by town, colonialism is coming down. City by city, town by town, colonialism is coming down. City by city, town by town, colonialism is coming down. City by city, town by town, colonialism is coming down. City by city, town by town, colonialism is coming down. City by city, town by is coming down. City by city. Colonialism. City by city.
Thank you.
Yeah, I spoke to him. We need money for a tip.
All these walls have got to go.
All these walls have got to go.
From Plymouth to Mexico. All these walls have got to go.
All these walls have got to go.
From Plymouth to Palestine. All these walls have got to go.
All these walls have got to go.
Hey, hey, ho, ho.
Hey, ho, ho, ho.
Thanksgiving has got to go.
Thanksgiving has got to go.
Hey, hey, ho, ho.
Hey, hey, ho, ho. Thanksgiving has got to go.
Hey, hey, ho, ho.
Hey, hey, ho, ho.
Colonialism has got to go.
Colonialism has got to go. Palestina! you have caught up with us. Look at us. Hello, Plymouth 2025. Hey, hey! I got the spot.
Hey, hey! Ho, ho! All the walls have got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho!
All the walls have got to go. Hey, hey! All the walls have got to go. Hey, hey! Ho, ho! All the walls have got to go. Hey, hey! Ho, ho! All the walls have got to go. Hey, hey! Ho, ho! All the walls have got to go. Hey, hey! Ho, ho! All the walls have got to go. Hey, hey! Ho, ho! All the walls have got to go. Hey, hey! Ho, ho! All the walls have got to go. Hey, hey! Ho, ho! All the walls have got to go. Hey, hey! Ho, ho! All the walls have got to go. Hey, hey! Ho, ho! All the walls have got to go. Hey, hey! Ho, ho! All the walls have got to go. Hey, hey! Ho, ho!
All the walls have got to go! All the walls have got to go! All the walls.
All the walls have got to go. Hey, hey! Ho, ho! All the walls have got to go. Hey, hey! Ho, ho! All the walls have got to go. Ho, ho! All the walls have got to go. Ho, ho! All the walls have got to go. Justice is our demand. Raise your hands, make a fist. Turtle Islands will resist. Raise your hands, make a fist. Turtle Island will resist. Make a fist. Turtle Island will resist. Raise your hands, make a fist. Turtle Island will resist. Raise your hands, make a fist. Turtle Island will resist. Raise your hands, make a fist. Turtle Island will resist. Raise your hands, make a fist. Turtle Island will resist. Raise your hands, make a fist. Turtle Island will resist. Raise your hands, make a fist. Turtle Island will resist. Raise your hands, make a fist. Turtle Island will resist. Raise your hands, make a fist. Turtle Island will resist. Raise your hands, make a fist. Turtle Island will resist. Raise your hands, make a fist. Turtle Island will resist. Raise your hands, make a fist. Turtle Island will resist.
I hear the bombs there.
Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free.
Palestine will live forever.
All these walls have got to go, hey, hey! Oh, oh! All these walls have got to go, hey, hey! Oh, oh! All these walls have got to go, hey, hey! Oh, oh! All these walls have got to go, hey, hey! Oh, oh! All these walls have got to go.
Indigenous people are under attack. What do we do? Stand up, fight back. When women are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. When black people are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Occupation no more. Occupation no more. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo.
Oh, allá. Así sí, yo fui hace como 7 años. Y ahí nos fuimos para la sede de que estaba allá.
What do we want? Two spirit rights. 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 If we don't get it, if we don't get it, if we don't get it, we shut it down. If we don't get it. Our streets! 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 Make some noise! This is our land! All day, every day!
Palestinians coming in making it bigger. Well, they were here, but they wouldn't go. They wouldn't say it.
Here?
Okay. All right. See you next year.
Get my flag. For real. There he is. There he is.
Plymouth Pebble.
I was thinking the same.
You would love it. Let me sit over here.
Thanksgiving has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Thanksgiving has got to go.
You clear it fast. It's gonna get
Hey, hey, ho, ho. Genocide has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Occupation has got to go.
That one never hit.
That one never hit. I think we're just going to keep standing while we're still moving. All right.
We're good. We're good on back. All right. Yeah.
Thousands and thousands of people, I welcome you. I welcome you to the worst monument in Massachusetts, the so-called Plymouth Rock. The pebble that was stolen and buried and done so much more to, I can tell you that. Alright, at this point of our program, we will have 3 presenters. We're going to start off, this is a very special one to me. We're including a Haitian speaker this year. Because we believe it is important in these times to include speakers who represent the broader anti-imperialist struggle. And especially to combat the despicable racism directed against the Haitian community. Can I have Dahoud Andre up to the truck, please? Dahoud Andre. Are we still working to get him up here? Get him up here? All right, we're looking. All right, yes, he's coming. Dahoud Andre is a New York area Haitian community activist, organizer of the Brooklyn Bus to National Day of Mourning, host of WBAI radio program Haiti, Our Revolution Continues, and host of the daily Haitian community radio program Erasure Papa Deselin. Okay, Dahoud.
So when I got, my name is Daoud Andre, activist in the Haitian community in New York. When I got the message from Sister Matowi, request to speak, I was honored, but at the same time, I remember the first time I came here 18 years ago. The one thing that brought tears to my eyes was the fact that Brother Munam said in his speech, at this event, it is the indigenous folks who speak for themselves. Because for so long, other people have spoken for us. And this is what they do, is they kill us, they enslave us, and then they tell our story. And then, you know, hundreds of years of slavery, genocide, and they call us savages. So I'm really honored to speak. And she said, you know, what's going on in Haiti is important to share with the family. But I want to honor, of course, Leonard. This is the first year that he's out, and every year, it is a big deal. It is a big deal. Every year we are here, and on the bus, we play a film in Ciudad Uglala, you know, story of Leonard, for folks to understand that, and I say that to our community a lot, is, you know, we think, we know what black people go through in this country, you know, and I said, well, you know, this is like nothing when you look at, not that it's nothing, but when you look at what indigenous folks in this country have endured and continue to endure. So honor to Wamsutta, Frank James, who started this in 1970. Honor to Matowi and Munenam. And honor to Keisha, who continues the legacy. I don't know where she is. It's very important. I was telling her when I started coming here. So really, really proud of you. So, you know, folks are told that Haiti is, you know, what is the first thing you hear? The poorest country in the Western Hemisphere, right? Now, you have the clown in chief right now who let the world know that this is a shithole, that we eat dogs, we eat cats, right? I don't know what he eats, right? But, you know, why? Why? Simply because in 1791, after years of slavery, hundreds years of slavery, our people stood up and they said it's over. They didn't petition anyone. They didn't have a beautiful march like we're doing now. They said, coupe tête, boule caille. And they were not joking. In our language, this means chop off their heads, burn down their houses. And 13 years of coupe tête, boule caille got us our freedom. It got us the land. They were laughing. They thought, you know, but our people fought. Our people fought. And today, last week, November 18th, we celebrated the Battle of Peltier, which was the last battle that our ancestors fought after defeating the English, defeating the Spanish, they defeated the French. You know, Napoleon Bonaparte thought he was a piece of shit. And our people say, fuck you. And this is the message that, you know, this is why, you know, Haiti carries every name in the book. You hear embargo 60-something years on Cuba. This is 220 years embargo. And it's not just the United States, it's all of them, because they were all enslavers. All enslavers. And our people said, you know, people were not born to be slaves. Nobody came out of their mother's womb a slave. And what the message, and honor to Brother Juan Gonzalez and the Council of Maya Elders, yeah, the message is correct. It's up to you. You see, Donald Trump, he's a fraud. He's a joke. Yesterday, he signed some papers saying, you know, TPS for Haitians is ending in February. Where is his? How did he get here? How did his wife get here? On a genius visa? You know? And so, our people, we say, it can only happen if you let it happen. It can only happen if you let it happen. And our ancestors, they have done what they have done, and yeah, we stand on their shoulders, and we must do what needs to be done today. They can want to do whatever they want to do, but it can only happen if we let it happen. So, someone was singing down the street, fuck Donald Trump, fuck Donald Trump, fuck Obama, fuck Biden, fuck all of them. We hold the key to our liberation. Thank you very much.
And I say, especially from our people in Louisiana and Kurivini, we say, Puno Sosanset, for our ancestors, for the Mon Creole. So now I'm going to bring up, it's Kayla Polino, Taina cultural worker, Dominican Taina cultural worker, and political activist.
Peace and blessings, beautiful family. I just want to say that spoken language and these colonial languages do not define us, right? Because Brother Daoud came up here, Haitian, and they just introduced me as Dominican, Taina, right? Haiti, that was the name that our ancestors called the island. And it is one land that has been divided, as so many of our lands have been divided by these colonial forces that want us to be at war with each other and at war with the land and with the waters and with everything that is sacred, right? So thank you, Brother Daoud, for all that you do. Big ups to Haiti. I want to speak about the ceremony. The ceremony, first of all, blessings, love, and respect to all of the ancestors and the guardians of these lands. Thank you to the guardians of the lands and the great creator that sent us here in this exact moment. Thank you to each and every one of us for remembering and for being chosen and choosing to come back
to these lands, to this earth right now, in this place where it can feel so painful to be here. But we understand and we know that we are on a divine mission because the lands must be free. Thank you to all of our ancestors. To all of our ancestors, to all of the sacred waters, thank you to these beautiful relatives here, to these Mayan elders that come through with the medicine and their open ceremony, blowing their guamo in all of the directions so that we could pray and be protected. And that's the way we've been praying from all of these different walks of life. Our ancestors came, always been journeying. The lands and the waters are one. The Creator knows that, and everybody that's in tune with that is aware of that. And that's why Indigenous people are so sacred, because we are stewarding the sacred. And right now, all of these wars that are happening is not about the labels and the languages that we speak. It's about what we know when we breathe, that the air that we breathe, that is sacred. I'm only up here because my elder BBSP, Esperanza Martel, called me to speak today. Esperanza Martel has been speaking, bringing us here for 19 years, organizing a New York bus route. 19 years. Calling us to come together. She said, you know what? We come together and we still celebrate life, but we don't celebrate genocide. So we create rituals. So we honor our ancestors and our elders. She fought for the freedom of Leonard Peltier and so many of our political prisoners, right? And teaches us, and that's why we stand always with our elders, and our elders stood by their elders, and we are one with our ancestors, and our ancestors are powerful, and we are the mighty seed. So these trail of tears has been painful, and we still feel that pain and that rage that Malcolm called righteous indignation, but those tears are from the Creator's set so that they can nourish these mighty seeds that build great forests. So as they try to burn the forest and the Amazons, and our brothers and sisters are out there on flotillas on the Yakumama praying for Mother Earth, praying for the lungs of the entire planet, and saying that these governments and these genocidal systems, these imperialist systems need to stop, that what they are doing will destroy the entire planet, and all that lives and all that breathes. We unite with their prayers here, and it is one prayer and it is eternal, and there is no time, because it is only now, and it has only ever been right here, right now. And it's so beautiful to see you all, because I know this is not the first time that we have been doing this together, right? We are free every single moment that we claim that freedom, and we protect and defend ourselves and each other, right? It is so important, like Mama Asada said, and may she rest in freedom in the spirit, in the great spirit that is eternal, and where we will always be free if we do our work here in these lands, right? She said it is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to win.
We must love and protect each other.
We must love and protect each other.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to win.
We must love each other and protect each other.
We must love and protect each other.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to win.
We must love and protect each other.
We must love and protect each other.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
And I'm going to say, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Ice out of our motherfucking streets. Okay? Free our relatives. Let us live. The earth will be free. And we will defend her. Alright? And also I just want to say thank you all. And now I'm bringing it back to the peace, love, and harmony that we all know how to steward. Okay? Before before we leave, we want all of you to turn to the water, because we're going to do a water prayer. Yeah. And that is what I was going to say, and that's why we love our babies, right? The water is life. Water is life. Water is our mother. The water connects us all from the highest, all the way up above to down, deep below. And in all of our bodies and our cells is the water. The water has memory and is eternal. El agua que da vida, agua sagrada. In all of the languages that we speak, and even when we do not speak, let us always give reverence and gratitude for the sacred waters, and know that our prayers, our minds, our thoughts, our beings, our souls, our spirit are connected to everything and everyone, that we truly are one, and that we truly have a responsibility and the blessing to know that, to acknowledge that. So some of us brought sacred waters to give back to these waters in reverence of all that these waters have held here, right? And even if we didn't, just in our thoughts and our prayers and in our intention, that we give back and that we give her that gratitude, that is received, because she is our mother and we are her. And there are so many songs. I'm going to sing one. I don't even know where my drum is. Yana yana hey oh, yana yana hey oh, yana yana hey oh, yana yana hey oh, yana hey oh, yana 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 hey oh. Water is high, water is high, yana yana hey oh, yana yana hey oh, yana hey oh. Water is high, water is high, yana yana hey oh, yana yana hey oh, yana hey oh. Dear baby girl, dear baby boy, look at the warrior standing for life. Water is life, yana hey oh. Dear baby girl, dear baby boy, water is life, yana hey oh. Yana yana hey oh, yana yana hey oh, yana yana hey oh, yana hey oh. Yana yana hey oh, yana yana hey oh, yana hey oh. Yana yana hey oh, yana yana hey oh, yana hey oh. Yana yana hey oh, yana yana hey oh, yana hey oh. Yana yana hey oh, yana yana hey oh, yana hey oh. Yana yana hey oh, yana yana hey oh, yana hey oh. Yana yana hey oh, yana yana hey oh, yana hey oh. Yana yana hey oh, yana yana hey oh, yana hey oh. Yana yana hey oh, yana yana hey oh, yana hey oh. Yana yana hey oh, yana yana hey oh, yana hey oh. Yana yana hey oh, yana yana hey oh, yana hey oh. Yana yana hey oh, yana yana hey oh, yana hey oh. Yana yana hey oh, yana yana hey oh, yana hey oh. Yana yana hey oh, yana yana hey oh, yana hey oh. Yana yana hey oh, yana yana hey oh, yana hey oh. Yana yana hey oh, yana yana hey oh, yana hey oh. Yana yana hey oh, yana yana hey oh, yana hey oh. Yana yana hey oh, yana yana hey oh, yana hey oh. Yana yana hey oh, yana yana hey oh, yana hey oh. Yana yana hey oh, yana yana hey oh, yana hey oh. Yana yana hey oh, yana yana hey oh, yana hey oh. Yana yana hey oh, yana yana hey oh, yana hey oh. Yana yana hey oh, yana yana hey oh, yana hey oh. Yana yana hey oh, yana yana hey oh, yana hey oh. Yana yana hey oh, yana yana hey oh, yana hey oh. So if anybody wants to give waters back to the water. If you have brought water, those that have water are gonna put water in the river in prayer. Offerings, any sacreds, but also even all of our prayers back to these waters for peace too, because so much has been done to our lands, right? The way that these waters came, there is so much war right now, right? Like really, the way that these colonizers arrived on these shores and brought so much war and destruction with this transatlantic slave trade that arrived on our islands, in the Caribbean islands. There's a war right now in the Caribbean. These people are attacking Venezuela, Colombia, Haiti, Borinquen. I mean, these these ships continue to be waging war on the waters. So every time that we go to the waters, let us pray for peace, right? Let us pray for love, for harmony, for balance to be restored, for us to relate to the waters and the lands in a sacred way, because she has received so much violence. So in the same way that we need healing from all of this trauma, so too does our mother and all of that great spirit. And the more that we continue to heal and meditate on that beauty and the gratitude and the love and the peace and the harmony, that's how we will continue to heal as we heal our mother. Because the other side, they continue to wage war, and they want us to be constantly at war as well, right? So I feel that it is extremely, like they say, existence is resistance, but also persistence to continue to be with the medicine and to be loved. That is a true resistance, because they always want us to be unsettled. So when we are able to create this type of beauty and be at, even with all the craziness, find moments of peace within just loving each other and holding each other and sharing and being abundant in that way, because we know that not one person has to ever have it all, because that's not even how nature works. Like, in order for these trees to give us, to cleanse the air that we breathe, the waters have to be here, and the rain has to fall, and the sun and the clouds and the rainy days is all one, right? So it's like, it's okay. We don't all have to all have it all the time. That's a capitalist, imperialist, patriarchal perspective that teaches us individualism, and it has created such a plague in our planet and also a plague within ourselves. And there is a serious mental health issue and crisis in the same way that there is a climate and environmental crisis because of all of these systems. So I love you all so dearly, and I am so grateful for each and every single one of you for continuing to be here, because we stand on the shoulders of all that is sacred. The Creator chose us to be here. Everybody is divine, and we will continue to be free. So yeah, like, I'm not even going to tell y'all how to pray, because I know y'all know how to pray, because that's why we're here together. But like, thank you for all your prayers, and know that you're never alone, and we are free, because we will always be free so long as we continue to come together in this way.
Okay, so we're gonna just bear with us one more speaker, and also, yeah, just uplifting like all those fishermen that are murdered by this United States military. So it is a shame. So I'm going to call on our elder from North American Indian Center of Boston, Gloria Colon. She's going to share with us some words for missing and murdered Indigenous women.
Wow, what a lot of people here today. So my name's Gloria, and I have been working at the Indian Center for over 20 years. I had met a family.
Sorry, a little louder.
Oh, sorry. I've been working at the Indian Center for over 20 years. Within that time, I've learned to help people and talk with people and listen. And one person in particular, her name is Janie. She was the first Native American foster family in the Boston area. She had a daughter. Her daughter was Nanette Olson was her name. She passed away April 2018. So the mother, Janie, she asked me to help her spread the news of this, because when she first started, she was, unfortunately the daughter was murdered, and it was in the Boston area, and the police kept saying, "Oh, you're bothering us, don't call us. We don't want to hear this." So then all of a sudden, she says, "What do you mean I'm bothering you? My daughter's dead. What am I supposed to do?" Meanwhile, her daughter had a little child, and that little child was so small she didn't really understand what was going on. And she now is being taken care of by her grandmother. And one thing is, she asked me to talk about all of this because not everybody always knows about these things. We hear the news, someone passed away who's, white, or someone else who passed away who's non-white, but you very rarely hear Native American women being murdered. No one talks about that. For one time, I remember I heard on the news, that this Native woman passed away, or she was murdered, I should say, and they talked about it for less than 3 days on the news. Shame. That is shameful. So then I went to post all these things on my Facebook. I don't do Instagram, but and then I saw all these things getting taken down, and I was like, why is it getting taken down? Because everyone needs to learn this, know the truth, know the history, and not the, rainbow history, the truth. We all need to learn the truth, and the truth is what helps us each and every day. So I'm here to speak about the MMIW and about Janie and her daughter Nanette. So when they went to talk to the police and everything, and she finally got an autopsy report, the autopsy report just said heart stopped. That was it. Nothing else. So when she went and got the police report, it was redacted. It was all redacted. So you're telling me that, so now she has no information about this? She has no proper autopsy? This is horrible. And the fact that it's still going on for all nations, for all people, is shameful. And so, like I say, I speak for murdered, missing Indigenous women, people, children, two spirits, all our relations. And one thing I don't know if you all know, I have a red handprint. The red handprint on my face symbolizes the inability that they have to speak. So we have these so we can speak for those who cannot speak for themselves. And that one thing is important because they can no longer speak. A lot of Native women and children and all of them are not in graves. They have no name. There's no way, there's no DNA database or anything like that for all of this. And now I just heard that the MMIW database is being taken down, or is taken down? Yeah, taken down. So now they're trying to erase everyone. All the shame that they caused, they're trying to erase every single thing. Trying to erase the history that we all know. We all know the truth. And unfortunately, it's a sad truth. But we all have to learn from it, live it, experience it, and we all are being stronger. And for that, I want to thank everyone here to be with us. And we can all support each other, nice and peacefully. Because, we're not savages, But I just again want to say thank you so much, and I'm going to pass this on. Hola,
So we're going to simplify our lineup here. We're going to have our sound truck go ahead. Then we'll do the prayer keepers, the lead banner, Indigenous peoples, and then everybody else after that. So let's line back up and go to the post office square.
Let me get in.
Yeah, man, we close to the same age, man. You didn't jump up there because you don't jump down.
Where are you going? Whoever you want, Bob. Do you want to chant?
Are you going through the
Love you, thank you. Valentina, Christian, Valentina. Want me to be up here? Either, any, all. Whatever's safest and like easiest. Maybe up here if you
As we're reconfiguring, I think to honor the woman Gloria was just speaking of, Nanette Olson, we'll do a few say her names for Nanette. And again, the lineup is sound truck, banners, Indigenous folks, and allies.
God.
Sorry.
Say her name!
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 Nanette Olson!
Nanette Olson!
Nanette Olson!
Nanette Olson!
Say her name!
Say her name!
Nanette Olson!
Nanette Olson!
Say her name!
Say her name!
Nanette Olson!
Nanette Olson!
Thank you. Say her name, Emily Pike. Love you. Thank you. Say her name. Say her name.
Say her name!
Say her name.
Say her name!
Emily Pike.
Emily Pike!
Emily Pike.
Emily Pike!
Emily Pike.
Emily Pike!
Say her name.
Say her name!
Say her name.
Say her name!
Say her name.
Say her name!
Emily Pike.
Emily Pike!
Emily Pike.
Emily Pike!
Emily Pike.
Emily Pike!
Do you have a name, Keisha? If I can figure out the speaker.
Who else do you have? What else? What other name? Full brings plenty? Huh? Full brings plenty?
Yeah, it's like good for your knees, right?
Say her name. Say her name. Say her name. Say her name. Sandra Brandt. Sandra Brandt.
On the ground. What? You wanna to the chance?
Face, heart, hands.
Face, heart, hands!
Fight, protect, defend the land.
Fight, protect, defend the land!
Face, heart, hands.
Face, heart, hands!
Fight, protect, defend the land.
Fight, protect, defend the land!
Face, heart, hands.
Face, heart, hands!
Fight, protect, defend the land.
Fight, protect, defend the land!
Face, heart, hands.
Face, heart, hands!
Fight, protect, defend the land.
Fight, protect, defend the land!
Face, heart, hands.
Face, heart, hands!
Fight, protect, defend the land.
Fight, protect, defend the land!
Hey, hey, ho, ho.
Hey, ho,
Hey, hey, ho, ho.
hey, hey, ho, ho!
Thanksgiving has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho.
Hey, ho, ho!
Genocide has got to go.
Genocide has got to go.
Hey, hey, ho, ho.
Hey, hey, ho, ho.
Occupation has got to go.
Occupation has got to go!
Hey, hey, ho, ho.
Hey, hey, ho, ho!
Thanksgiving has got to go.
Thanksgiving has got to go!
Hey, hey, ho, ho.
Hey, hey, ho, ho.
Occupation has got to go.
Occupation has got to go!
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4!
Occupation no more.
Occupation no more!
5, 6, 7, 8.
5, 6, 7, 8!
The U.S. is a genocidal state.
The U.S. is a genocidal state!
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4!
Occupation no more.
Occupation no more!
5, 6, 578. Israel's a terrorist state. Free the people, free the land. What is it?
No peace on stolen land.
What is it?
Go. Free the people, free the land. No peace on stolen land. Free the people, free the land.
No peace on stolen land. Free the people, free the land.
Free the people, free the land.
No peace on stolen land. Free the people, free the land.
Free the people, free the land.
No peace on stolen land. Free the people, free the land. No peace on stolen land. Free the people, free the land.
Free the people, free the land.
No peace on stolen land.
No peace on stolen land.
Free the people, free the land.
Free the people, free the land.
No peace on stolen land. Free the people, free the land.
Free the people, free the land.
No peace on stolen land.
No peace on stolen land.
Free the people, free the land.
Free the people, free the land.
No peace on stolen land.
No peace on stolen land.
Free the people, free the land.
Free the people, free the land.
No peace on stolen land.
No peace on stolen land.
From the river to the sea.
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free.
Palestine is our home. Settlers, settlers, go back home. Settlers, settlers, go back home.
Settlers, go back home.
Palestine is our home.
Palestine is our home.
Settlers, settlers, go back home.
Settlers, settlers, go back home.
Palestine is our home.
Palestine is our home.
Settlers, settlers, go back home. Stolen land is now your home.
Stolen land is never home.
Settlers, settlers, go back home.
Settlers, settlers, go back home.
Stolen land is now your home.
Stolen land.
On this side?
City by city, town by town.
City by city, town by town.
Colonialism is going down.
Colonialism's going down.
City by city, town by town.
City by city, town by town.
Genocide is going down.
Genocide is going down.
City by city, town by town.
City by city, town by town.
Occupation is going down.
Occupation is going down.
City by city, town by town.
City by city, town by town.
Colonialism is going down.
Colonialism is going down.
The people united will never be defeated.
The people united will never be defeated.
El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
The people united will never be defeated.
The people united will never be defeated.
El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
The people united will never be defeated.
The people united will never be defeated.
El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
The people united will never be defeated.
The people united will never be defeated.
será vencido.
El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
No boots on the ground.
No boots on the ground.
No bombs in the air.
No bombs in the air.
U.S. out of everywhere.
U.S. out of everywhere.
No boots on the ground.
No boots on the ground.
No bombs in the air.
No bombs in the air.
U.S. out of everywhere.
U.S. out of everywhere.
No boots on the ground.
No boots on the ground.
No bombs in the air.
No bombs in the air.
U.S. out of everywhere.
U.S. out of everywhere.
Stand up. Fight back.
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 Stand up. Fight back. When Indigenous whites are under attack, what do we do? When black people are under attack, what do we do? When women's rights are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up. Fight back.
When children's rights are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up. Fight back.
When trans rights are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up. Fight back.
When two-spirit rights are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up. Fight back.
Turtle Island will resist.
Raise your hands, make a fist! Turtle Island will resist! Raise your hands, make a fist! Raise your hands, make a fist! Turtle Island will resist! Turtle Island will resist! Raise your hands, make a fist! Raise your hands, make a fist! Turtle Island will resist! Turtle Island will resist! Raise your hands, make a fist! Raise your hands, make a fist! Turtle Island will resist! Turtle Island will resist! Raise your hands, make a fist! Raise your hands, make a fist! Turtle Island will resist! Turtle Island will resist! Raise your hands, make a fist! Raise your hands, make a fist! Turtle Island will resist! Turtle Island will resist! Raise your hands, make a fist! Raise your hands, make a fist! Turtle Island will resist! Raise your hand, will resist! Raise your hand, make a fist! Turtle Island will resist! Raise your hand, make a fist! Turtle Island will resist! What do we want? When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now!
I don't know, you should fuck that one. Great spirit ancestors! May we not surrender! Great spirit ancestors! May we never surrender! Great spirit ancestors! May we not surrender!
Surrender!
Great spirit ancestors! May we never surrender! The people united will never be defeated! 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 El pueblo unido jamás será vencido!
El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
¡Viva, viva Palestina!
¡Viva, viva Palestina!
¡Viva, viva el Congo!
¡Viva, viva el Congo!
¡Viva, viva Sudán!
¡Viva, viva Sudán!
¡Viva, viva Haití!
¡Viva, viva Haití!
¡Viva, viva Puerto Rico!
¡Viva, viva Puerto Rico!
¡Viva, viva Aviala!
¡Viva, viva Palestina!
¡Viva, viva Palestina!
¡Viva, viva Palestina!
¡Viva, viva África!
¡Viva, viva África!
¡Viva, viva el Congo!
¡Viva, viva el Congo!
¡Viva, viva Sudán!
¡Viva, viva Sudán!
¡Viva, viva Haití!
¡Viva, viva Haití!
¡Viva, viva Puerto Rico!
¡Viva, viva Puerto Rico!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Puerto Rico!
Free, free Puerto Rico!
Free, free, free Puerto Rico!
Free, free, free Puerto Rico!
Free, free Haiti!
Free, free Haiti!
Free, free, free the Congo!
Free, free, free the Congo!
Free, free, free Sudan!
Free, free, free Sudan!
Free, free, free all of us!
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 So we got 3 more speakers here at Post Office Square. But the hour is 3:06. I'm going to let folks know, those of you on the New York bus, boxes of food will be delivered to your bus, so you will get your lunch that way. Don't wait in line for the food. Box lunches will be available for others following the closing prayer. There will be UAIN shirts available after the closing prayer, and also collector's items, T-shirts for Leonard Peltier. With all proceeds going to his living expenses. I'm going to start us off. We usually have a message from the Gulf South, and this year I am reading, it's called a colonial shout-out, and it was written by our treasurer of Albancha Public Access and a member of the United Homa Nation, Haley Dardar. And so our name for New Orleans and the surrounding area is Balbancha. It is a word that we use for a place of many languages. So the statement starts off with, "Welcome to Balbancha. This land is and continues to be indigenous lands. Today the land holds more visitors, and we want to recognize some receipts of how that happened. Here are some shout-outs from that process. Shout out to the people who blew up the spot. Shout out to René Robert Cavalier, Sieur de La Salle, a fur trader, an ex-Jesuit missionary who went down to Venice, Louisiana in the crawfish season of 1683, put up a cross, and shot some guns for France. Shout out to France's boundless ability to build nations on complete trust when it's convenient, and stating that everything that came through the mouth of the Mississippi River belonged to Louis XIV's France because of La Salle. Shout out to Simon Lepage Duprat, an influencer, scholar, who hung out in the Delta from 1700 to 1734 and wrote the tome that would solidify the, quote, Louisiana brand. Shout out to processes which sought dispossession. Shout out to the Treaty of Paris in the Mardi Gras season of 1763, which hard-launched Spanish control over a bunch of French quote-unquote stuff. That stuff included and everything which France possesses or ought to possess in the Mississippi River Valley. Shout out to the Louisiana Purchase and the United States for going full send signing a deal to buy the indigenous lands which had been branded as Louisiana from Napoleon at the beginning of the brown shrimp season of 1803. All these treaties were done without any North American council, consent, or calumet. Dispossession is ongoing. Shout out to Angola, aka the Louisiana State Penitentiary, for posting up on an old Homa and native Tunica village and perpetuating chattel slavery. Shout out to the Louisiana Tax Code for having some of the lowest taxes on ongoing petrochemical trade, leading to loss of land itself through industrial terraforming. Shout out to the planners who dream of systemic removal of everyone and everything south of the I-10, so the land can be exploited for further industrial uses. Welcome to our home, and welcome to our work. You can be in relation by helping us maintain an indigenous culture of refugee asylum, collective barbecues, cross-cultural communication, and our fluid, autonomous, multinational communities. You can be in relation by knowing the past as it helps us build the present. This is the word from Balbancha. Thank you to Haley Dardar. Up next, we have two of our students from Tufts, I believe. We have Sam Jonas up here. Okay, I see them coming. Folks, they might be a little nervous, but let's show them some love. It's very important for us to hear from our students.
So there's three of us, but anyway, okay. Wanikisak Natasubi Sam, Natahomos Pasipi Wapanaak. I want to start by saying, I don't know if Matoi can hear me, but thank you for encouraging me to speak this semester. and for advising me and mentoring me. It's really meant a lot, and we're just so honored to be speaking here with all of you today. Vanessa. Hi guys, once again, it's Strifi with SAMHSA. Thank you so much for having us. We're so honored to be here and to speaking at the same level of some of these amazing speakers today. So thank you. But yeah, we're students from Tufts University's Indigenous Students Organization. So, yeah. Hello and good evening, my friends and relatives. My name is Kaylee Bahi. I am Big Water born for the Black Sheep Tribe, and I originally come from Pinon, Arizona on the Navajo Nation. I'm currently attending Tufts University and pursuing the pre-law track to become an Indigenous rights attorney. Yeah, so we're just gonna begin the speech now, but we worked on it really late last night, so sorry if our words aren't as poetic, but yeah, we're trying. Love you. Love you too. Okay. 4 centuries ago, when the Pilgrims faced winter's fury, my people chose compassion, and perhaps that was our greatest mistake, assuming the settler possessed the capacity for humanity. Our great leader Massasoit extended his hand in peace, believing in the possibility of nations coexisting. He signed treaties. He offered friendship. He shared our knowledge of the land. While media outlets criminalize Indigenous resistance, we remember who taught us the first lessons of violence on this land. Settlers who repaid Wampanoag mercy with calculated devastation, who answered shared knowledge with spreading disease, who met peace offerings with muskets aimed at sleeping children. Demands that we submit, that we bow to their authority on our own ancestral lands. This is what colonization looks like. But we did not passively accept colonization and ask for a seat at their table. We resisted. We stand before you today on the day that the settler colony declares a day of thanks, a holiday that whitewashes the genocide of the Donlan peoples with forced gratitude. Thanksgivings were our celebrations of plentiful harvest, but the settlers appropriated it, twisted it, and claimed it as their own. Shame! After slaughtering and burning 700 Pequot alive, settlers declared a day of thanks, and this became their ritual. Massacre, then Thanksgiving. Slaughter, then prayer. They co-opted our rituals of gratitude into celebrations of our extermination. So when we are wished a happy Thanksgiving, understand what we are being asked to celebrate. When settlers call this their favorite holiday because it's the only time they see their family, they refuse to consider whose families were destroyed to create that comfort. The rhetoric of Friendsgiving, of Thanksgiving, or whatever name you want to call it to distance yourself from this responsibility, disguises this violence in the language of gratitude and togetherness. It softens the truth and erases the brutality that built this nation. We gather here not in thanks, but in mourning of your ungrateful taking. The first evolution was Medicom's War, a fight for survival, for sovereignty, for land. In 1675, Medicom united warriors against those who had betrayed every treaty and violated every promise. For 14 fierce months, our warriors brought Plymouth colony to its knees. And for one brilliant, defiant moment, we threatened to drive out the settlers back into the sea from which they came. Our warriors knew every tree, every stream, every shadow of this land. It was ours and we fought like it. Yet even in war, even against those who glorified our suffering, we held fast to our identity. Maybe that's why settlers say that we lost, because we chose humanity and kinship while the settlers abandoned both. Because the truth does not fit the story of the national unity you prefer to tell. We did not lose because we were weak. We refused to become what they were, and that makes us strong. We knew we could not search the land, we could not scorch the land to save it. We could not win by destroying what we were fighting to protect. Today we mourn for our Indigenous relatives here, but also we refuse to abandon our Indigenous relatives in Palestine and those in Sudan and Congo. The same settler machine that sought to erase our legacies here on Turtle Island finds its way into the present, because colonialism is a project that refuses to subside. We speak to you from Massachusetts, our great hill small place, where even now our words mark your streets and towns kept as trophies of conquest. In Palestine, the same colonial machine devours villages whole, replacing ancient olive groves with concrete settlements, turning ancestral names into military zones. But make no mistake, we are not relics, we are not museum pieces, we are not characters in your sanitized stories. We are still here. Today, millions will gather around tables heavy with our foods: corn, potatoes, tomatoes, beans, squash, cocoa, and vanilla, gifts of Turtle Island unknown to European palates before 1492. While settlers prepare for their season of overconsumption, Palestinians, Sudanese, and Congolese peoples face systematic starvation. Shame! While Americans pass gravy, our tax dollars rain bombs on schools. While Americans share stories, they silence journalists who document the truth. While Americans celebrate plenty, they orchestrate the systematic destruction of entire villages. History bleeds into the present.
Look around you. Know the names of the people beside you, because every Indigenous face you see and every ally who stands with us is proof that our resistance has never died, despite the relentless attempts to silence, displace, and destroy us. Today and every day, we demand legislation rooted in Indigenous voices, not imposed, but born of our ideas, sovereignty, and self-determination. The freedom of our comrades and all political prisoners who dare resist the viciousness of the settler state and its ties to genocide. The return of our sisters and brothers stolen by ICE, who sought sanctuary on our homelands, only to be called illegal on stolen land by those themselves who occupy these places as settlers. We are not free until we're all free.
We demand the abolition of settler systems, police that occupy our communities, borders that divide our homelands, pipelines that poison our resources, and settler curricula that erases our history. We demand reinvestment in community, culture, and care. We fight for the liberation of all Indigenous peoples. From Turtle Island to Palestine, to Sudan, to Kashmir, to Congo, because Indigenous liberation does not stop at colonial borders. It means recognizing that our struggles are connected and that our liberation must be collective. Let me be clear, there is no ethical way to live on stolen land. To claim allyship with Indigenous lives anywhere demands more than words. It requires a vocal stance from criticizing how individuals choose to it requires a vocal stance and action against the genocides happening now. We refrain from criticizing how individuals choose to resist death and fight for survival. We recognize and support the imperative for all Indigenous peoples to autonomously shape their futures on their land. We refuse settler comfort on stolen land, and we must remember that to protect the land is to protect the people. And to protect the people is to protect the future. We Indigenous peoples are not myths of the past, but living nations who have never stopped evolving and resisting. Showing up for Indigenous voices cannot be a one-day performance. It must be an everyday promise, because this land is still stolen. And comfort is complicity if it ignores the pain of dispossession. It means we do not accept symbolic gestures while our land is poisoned and our voices are still silenced. It means we do not celebrate survival without also demanding justice.
We look out and we see relatives in this crowd, Indigenous kin, allies who show up again and again, friends turned family, strangers who we do not know yet, but whose presence here means something. We are not all the same, and we come from many paths, but today our footsteps walk together, and that is a sign of hope. That is proof that love for the people, for our communities, and our neighbors prevail, that love sustains us and will carry us forward for the fight of reclamation. Our struggle has not been forfeited. Our fire has not gone out. And if you are here, standing with us, then you carry the responsibility to amplify, to protect, and to honor our truth.
In 1970, Wamsutta Frank James declared a National Day of Mourning. Today, we declare our continued resistance. We make the promise that our descendants will inherit more than just wounds, that they will inherit land, language, and liberation, that we will not be erased, that we will reclaim what was stolen, that we will protect our kin, our cultures, and our future. It is a promise that Indigenous sovereignty is non-negotiable, and that every step forward is made with the fire of those who came before us and with the hope of those yet to come. The promise is that we are still here and we are not done. From Turtle Island to Palestine, colonization is a crime and we will all be liberated. Yes.
Thank you. All right, thank you. And with that, let's start off with a roll call of thank yous. First, we're going to do thank you to our tough students, Sam Jonas and crew. I want to say also thank you to Kayla Polino and Dahoud Andre. Thank you to Leah Kayali. Thank you to Juan Gonzalez. Thank you to Keisha James. Thank you to Matoine Monroe. And thank you, Leonard Peltier. Also, thank you to everybody that's keeping us safe, all of our marshals, our medics, our legal observers, all of our people that are helping us with this march. Thank you to Sam for driving the truck. Thank you to Steve, Workers World Party. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to our chant leads. All of our bus captains. And I think we can go into the prayer. Rosala, take us home.